Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
Can a new president revoke a pardon issued by a previous one? This is a question that comes up whenever presidential pardons are in the news, and the simple answer, based on over 200 years of American law and history, is no. A presidential pardon, once it is granted and accepted, is final and cannot be taken back by a future president. The president's authority to do this comes directly from Article 2, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution, which gives the president the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. The Supreme Court has consistently interpreted this power as being very broad and absolute. In an 1866 case, Ex parte Garland, the court described a pardon as something that blots out of existence the guilt, so that in the eye of the law the offender is as innocent as if he had never committed the offense. Think of it as a complete legal forgiveness for a federal crime. Once that forgiveness is given and accepted by the person receiving it, the legal act is complete. An interesting point is that a pardon must be accepted to be valid. In a 1915 case, Verdict versus United States, the Supreme Court ruled that a pardon is like a gift, and the recipient can choose to reject it. But once they accept it, the deal is sealed. A new president simply has no constitutional authority to undo the official act of a predecessor in this way. But what about a pardon that was obtained through bribery or fraud? This is where things get a bit more theoretical because it's never been tested in court. Some legal scholars argue that a pardon procured by fraud could potentially be invalidated, just like a contract based on fraud can be voided. However, the more common view is that even in this case, the pardon itself would likely stand. The person who offered a bribe or lied to get the pardon could be prosecuted for those separate crimes, like bribery or obstruction of justice, but the pardon for the original crime would remain intact. The reason for this finality is to ensure the power of the pardon is stable and not a political football. If one president could simply reverse the pardons of the president before them, the power would become chaotic and meaningless, subject to the political whims of each new administration. So, to sum it up, while the idea of revoking a pardon might seem fair in certain situations, the long-standing legal and constitutional principle is clear: a presidential pardon for a federal crime is a one-and-done deal. Thanks for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more breakdowns of complex legal and political topics. Let us know in the comments what you want us to cover next.